You are listening to Awaz Community Radio with your host Saira. Assalamu alaikum, namaste and sat sri akal. And today on Awaz Community Radio we have Healthwatch. Now, if you would like to get in touch with us, you can log on to our website, that's www.awazcommunityradio.com. Email us on awazradio@hotmail.com or ring us the good old-fashioned way, 0161 839 7857. If you would like to get onto Facebook, just type in Awaz Community Radio, or we're on Twitter, Awaz Radio 122. Thank you for listening to Awaz Community Radio with your host Saira. Now, as I said, we have Healthwatch in the studio. I would like to introduce you to Neil, the Chief Officer.
Hi there.
And we have Tom, the Volunteer Recruitment and Development Officer.
Hi.
And we have Carla, who is a volunteer with the Communications Department.
Hiya there.
So, guys, can you tell us a little bit more about what Healthwatch is?
Healthwatch Manchester is your local consumer champion for health and social care services. And what that means is we provide an information and signposting service for people through our helpline and through our resources. And that's there to help you find local statutory health and social care services, such as where can you get a GP, where can you get a dentist, and so on. We also research people's experience into accessing health and social care services.
Right.
And from that, we make recommendations to commissioners with the aim of improving services for people in Manchester.
Right, so can you tell us a little bit about how Healthwatch started? Because I've not heard of Healthwatch before. Is it new or is it old?
We're very new, yes. We came about due to the Health and Social Care Act, which came into being in 2012.
Right, so it is really very new.
Yeah. In that act, there was a requirement for each local authority in England to set up a Healthwatch by the 1st of April 2013. So that's when Healthwatch was first created.
So does Healthwatch exist only in Manchester or is it all over the country?
All over England, yes. Each local authority has to have a Healthwatch.
Right. So guys, can we ask about the funding for Healthwatch?
Well, the funding for Healthwatch comes initially from the Department of Health. That gets sent out to the Department for Communities and Local Government, and from there it goes to each local authority, and the local authority then allocate it to their local Healthwatch.
Right, and about projects that you guys have been involved with. I know you're very new, so any past projects won't be that old really, but could you tell us a little bit about what you've been doing?
We've done a survey on personal health budgets, and that went out to as many different people as we could find. I don't know if people are aware, but personal health budgets will come into force this year. And what they mean is you can ask, if you qualify for continuing healthcare, you can ask for your budget to be pooled and given to you as your own personal health budget.
So patients are being given more control over their own their health, really?
That's right, yes. You can decide when and where you spend your health budget and on what, as long as it's related to healthcare, obviously. We were aware that people didn't know much about them, so we wanted to test the water in Manchester. So we asked people, were they aware of what personal health budgets were? Did they know if they were eligible or not? Did they know when to request one? And what would help them understand more about personal health budgets?
Right. So can you tell us a little bit about what Healthwatch is involved with now, in the present?
Yes, currently we're doing a joint piece of research with Manchester Citizens Advice Bureau, and that's into people being able to access their medical records. People are being assessed through the work capability assessment on whether or not they're fit for work, and a lot of people are being taken off disability living allowance and placed on employment seekers allowance. Now, many people want to appeal against that decision, and as part of that appeal, they need access to their medical records. Some people are getting easy access through their GPs, some people aren't and finding it difficult. So we're researching people's experience into that and what we can do to help GPs help other people to get access to these records.
That's great, Tom. So, sorry, Neil, even. And can I ask a little bit more about future projects?
Well, we have two main projects in the offing just now. We have a project that we've pulled in grant money along with Citizens Advice to deliver through the Tinder Foundation, and that's about assessing an NHS online service for its usefulness. The online service is called NHS Choices, and NHS Choices is designed to help people with long-term conditions such as type 2 diabetes manage their condition more effectively and put themselves into self-care and prevention. So we're testing whether or not this website is useful for other conditions such as epilepsy, such as Alzheimer's and so on, by interviewing people and introducing them to the website and testing it for its usefulness through the Learn My Way area of that website, where they can provide feedback and give their opinion on it.
And I hear you're also helping people with dementia.
That's right, yes. We have another large piece of research in the offing. It's our understanding that when someone gets a diagnosis for dementia, they enter a system which can be quite fragmented, which means they may have to repeat the same story to as many as a dozen different healthcare professionals before they get to the place they need to be in terms of their treatment and care. So we want to know what that pathway, that journey is like for people, and what we can do to stitch up that fragmented service and make it more smooth for people.
That sounds really good, because I believe that there's a bigger focus now on mental health awareness, isn't there?
That's right, yeah.
With a lot of organisations.
Yes, dementia is a really hot topic just now. I mean, there's a global initiative to address the increasing need for services around dementia.
So which other group of people are you trying to support who you feel are vulnerable?
Well, one of the things that's come to our attention is that international students and people who are living in the UK for maybe a year, a couple of years, either studying or for other reasons, are finding it very difficult to access healthcare or understand or get their heads around the NHS. So, you know, if you've just arrived in the UK and you need to see a dentist, where do you go? What do you do? We've heard stories about people going into A&E with toothache or problems with their sight, and rather than being seen, they wait around for a couple of hours and then get shipped off to a local dentist. So there's a lot of time being wasted, there's a lot of money being wasted, and also international students are just finding it difficult to navigate the NHS.
Right, and you're hoping to provide support and information.
Yeah, absolutely. What we're doing to start with is just trying to find out what the key issues are by creating a survey and going around and asking international students. From that, I think the idea is to produce a piece of information on the website, a flyer, and also to work with universities to help provide international students with the kind of information they need when they first arrive in the UK.
Thanks for that, Tom and Neil. So I believe you have a team of volunteers working with you at Healthwatch.
That's right.
Yes, we do. We've got over 80 volunteers now who work in a number of roles. The two key roles that we have are research volunteers and communication volunteers. Research volunteers are more public facing, so that involves going out and working on projects, helping undertake research, interviewing patients, but also doing outreach work and going out with tablet computers to interview people just generally at stalls in markets and etc. And the communication volunteers are more office based, and they're helping with things like general administration, responding to emails, writing press
PR.
releases and PR, general PR. And we're still recruiting volunteers, so if anyone is interested in getting some experience which is health and social care related, feel free to visit our website and complete an application form and email it back to ourselves.
So what's the website address there for people to get in touch with you?
The website address is www.healthwatchmanchester.co.uk, and there's a section on the website called volunteering, and that's where you'll find the application pack.
Right, so it's great that you've brought in a volunteer, Carla. Hi there.
Hi.
So Carla, can you tell us a little bit about your experience as a volunteer with Healthwatch?
I found it wonderful because as a volunteer there, I'm able to apply my skill I'm learning in university as a communication, which is key issue for any organization. So I find the work with the Healthwatch is gonna help me to upgrade my skill and my knowledge also, because it's working with the NHS. I learn more about what's going on with the patient in the UK.
So where did you first hear of Healthwatch, Carla? How did you get involved with them?
Right, it was in a university in my website. So I found the request for application. So I applied for, and my application was granted. And then I get the interview, and then I started.
That's great, Carla. So are you enjoying your volunteering?
I still enjoy, because since I get there, I been trained on how to do the administration handling. Also, I've been trained how to use a website, which help the patient, NHS, also other stuff I've been learning. So I find it useful, because anyone who's interested in get experience is a great opportunity to get in touch with Healthwatch.
Thank you for that, Carla. So, Neil, can you tell us, how can people get in touch with you and tell you about their experiences?
Well, you can get in touch on our helpline, which the number of which is 08444 170 411. So that's 08444 170 411. And that's staffed by our helpline volunteers. If you don't get through, leave a message. We answer 100% of calls through ringbacks. Failing that, you can go on our website and look at the Your Story section and leave your story there. We want to hear from you. We want to know your experiences. So please get in touch with us.
And are people able to stay anonymous if they don't want to give too many details?
Absolutely, yes. All calls are treated with the strictest confidence, yeah.
Thank you very much to Tom, Neil and Carla for coming in from Healthwatch. It's been a great pleasure having you guys in and share that information, and we will happily pass you on the feedback that we get.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's great. So you've been listening to Awaz Community Radio with your host Saira. If you would like to get in touch with us, our email address is awazradio@hotmail.com. Our contact number is 0161 839 7857. We're on Facebook. All you've got to do is type in Awaz Community Radio or catch us on Twitter, Awaz Radio 122. Looking forward to your feedback. It's been a pleasure hosting. Take care.